Hey YouTube, what's up? Back. I'm still on a boat. Go ahead and grind through it. My field of view still is 95, so it's looking good. I fixed some bugs. Not really fixed. I looked at my map. I couldn't see these little icons here, so I had to fix it by just going on Steam and just checking my files, making sure they were working. So I don't know if that was a problem with the new field of view. So that I should buy stuff because it's pretty tough. I'm gonna need a lot of money. Just try to keep the same accessories because it gives me rare drop rates. Oh, except this one. Why did I change this? Some rare drop rate. Item drop rate? Is that it? Sad. Because I don't have in. Wait. So I guess that'll be fine. Do some mods. Maybe. How's my HP? I think I can do some mods for the sword. Maybe some skins.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. No choice. Engaging!
Glacial Spear! Fierce evil! You'll have no mercy!
All yours, Kisara.
Kisara.
Glacial Spear!
No,
Fierce evil!
this guy's dodging.
Dragon Swarm! My turn! Here I come! I'll face you! Devastation!
Bam.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Slap down there pretty good.
Barely a blip on our radar.
What's a blip? It's a
I
radar.
won't forgive you!
Bring him down! Dragon Swarm! Take down their defenses! For my lord! Dragon Swarm!
Flame of fury! Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
One more!
It's over! Its armor's too strong!
That's
Split it
a block.
Be my guest!
Slap. Slap.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Top of their head like that. Slap them down.
Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have a long way yet to go.
I think I'm on L3, but let's check. Alright, level 3. Let's see if I'm able to F up boss. No. Can't. No. I think they put the thing out. I think they've changed it.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there
Yep.
could be something hiding around here.
Same for me.
What's this thing?
But what is that? Can I get it? Yeah.
Coming through.
Dragon form! Into the sky! Sleep now!
I won't show you any mercy. It's
Ah. Oh my god.
Be like it.
Who's hitting?
Anything in order!
No escape. This one's all mine. Right deal.
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Let's refrain from losing.
Peach gel. I tried it. I didn't to.
Let's dispose of the trap.
Resonate with the earth. Ignite.
Get down there.
Lightning form! Photon flame! Raid! Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
In a bind.
Uh-oh. Maybe you're resistant to it.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Here!
Now you see what I can do.
I'll be saving
Blind you with a dragon form.
Light astral energy! More where that came from! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Raging cascade!
Ready to go. Begin.
In here!
Elusive deity. Here I come. I'll face you.
It's weakened!
This ends
That's what he gets.
Elusive deity.
Raging cascade!
An astral arm?
That's my
Do
cue!
it.
Shut him down. Raining flash. Throw away.
In here!
Raining flash. I'm mine.
Trying to figure out. Do I have like?
Elusive deity. You shattering things on pieces. Resonate with the earth. Raining flash. Throw away. No further. Raining flash. Throw away.
Water? Ice.
It's over.
Looking like ice.
Dragon swarm.
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Fight this guy. This is dragon.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Dragon's flame set. Come back.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Right, here goes. Spirit. Elusive deity. Dragon swarm.
You'll pay for what you did!
I'll smash you.
Do it! In Kisara, Frozen!
Hammer.
Here's a
My
hero!
turn. Dragon combat. Dragon swarm. Can you take it? Seismic rupture. Elusive deity. Eat this.
Take that
Dragon
I'm
swarm.
only getting... I'm all
Soaring
left
blast.
raging
I'm
cascade!
ready. Light burst forth.
Radiant
Light and dark.
No chance. Dragon swarm.
Don't get careless.
Light arm. Peach gel. Be honest, Dahala, getting backed up. I need like a scan item. Or scan skill. So then I can figure out some of these enemies. I come back to level 4. Just to fight that dragon. It's a boss.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship. Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Oh.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight...
There she is!
Should I
Almadria!
went the other way?
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mieres. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a
Darkness.
fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria,
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
these people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold!
So, I should cancel all my wind arts. Oh yeah. Now that's right.
Enjoy your meal!
You just spoke. Fighting. You're on it. You know what I don't get? I don't get the first one. There was like that red thing that So after killing the first, that's off. Okay. So after killing the fire spirit thing, there was something reincarnate. And that was the only time that happened.
Such sad. But eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Get effed up.
I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
My.
That's right. Loathe me. Every
my
step
turn.
brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
No further!
Feel!
Take this!
Spirit flame!
I'll smash you!
Punch up.
Here's a healing art! First aid! Thunder field!
Block that.
Raging cascade!
Ignite!
Not in your dreams! I'm all stuffed up! Here goes!
Hitting devastation!
Raging cascade!
Oh,
Glacial spear!
you're gonna summon something.
Freeze laser! Thunder field! By the power of water!
I freak here.
Seismic rupture!
There! This one's mine! Lightning orb! Take this! I'm only getting started! Annihilate!
Devastation! Anything in armor is all mine!
Thunder field! Raging cascade! We pursuing flame! Reload the stockpile!
This one's all mine!
Get slapped.
Lightning orb!
Hitting pile driver! In a bind? Be gone!
Denied!
Denied.
Lightning orb!
Take this! Elusive deity! I'll thank you!
Sword cloud! Raging cascade! In here! Annihilation! More for the stockpile!
Elusive
Lightning
deity!
orb! Here's the evil!
Ready up rare! Zen for me! I'll grind you into dust! Elusive deity! Devastation! Hitting pile driver! Resonate with the earth! By the power
Oh
What's
my.
she doing now?
What are you gonna do?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready!
You guys just like bent it up.
Is this it?
Oh, what the F was that?
I'll bring you back from death to this! More for the stockpile!
Leave the chargers to me!
Not done yet!
Here!
Up.
More with that! Now I'm all stockpile!
Devastation!
Annihilate! More for the stockpile! I'll bring you back from death to this!
Brimming with hatred.
Here's a heal!
It's over!
More for the stockpile!
Devastation! This one's all mine!
Stay away!
Elusive deity! The monster!
Raging cascade!
Benediction light!
In here!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Flop.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze laser!
Resonate with the earth!
Oh, you're getting effed up.
Thank you.
Come at me.
Devastation! The earth throbs in pain. In a bind? Can you take it? You're mine! Devastation! Elusive deity! Hitting pile driver!
Oh my.
Here, let me help!
Heal me.
First aid!
Heal me.
Where are you going?
You picked the wrong
Slap.
fight!
Here, let me help!
Devastation!
First
I
aid!
owe you one! Anything in armor is all mine!
Lightning orb!
Now you see what I can do!
Photon flash! Radiant
Said I broke your more. Get him.
Here's evil!
Steal that.
Soaring blast!
Oh my.
Glacial spear! Here's evil! Raging cascade! Field! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're mine!
Slave.
Ready to go!
No further!
Here goes!
Dragon form!
Why am I? Can I hit you?
They're attacking separately! I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away!
Fire now. Lightning orb.
Oh, my face.
Ignite!
What are the other ones?
No arts are being interrupted. You're mine!
Where are you going?
Goes back.
We forgot you people!
Back off.
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Avoid it, guys.
Trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Dragon Form! I can carve through! It's time!
I was overconfident.
You'll pay for that!
I need some life bottles. Then
Sleep now.
then I need some shells.
This should do it!
Lord Steel! More where that came from. Back from death's abyss.
Not today!
Raging Lightning! Here, let me help. In here!
Rain Blast!
More for the sun!
Blue Rat! Dragon Form! Resonate with the earth!
Radiant Blood! Here! Lightning Orb! Far enough! Here, let me help. More where that came from. Here's a healing heart!
Resonate with the earth! Be still! Luna Rondo!
I'll be saving this one.
Take this! It's too much! Soaring Light Spear! This is my fault.
Red.
In a bind?
I'll bring you back
From beyond,
Not in your
imbue this
dreams.
vanquished soul with life. Now you see what I can do!
Not
Not done yet! Resonate with the earth!
one's
Got
mine.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with
Here.
life. Luna Rondo!
Here's a healing heart.
With the earth!
First aid. Raging Cascade.
Devastation!
In here.
You will suffer!
Luna Rondo!
In here.
This one's all mine! Luna Rondo!
Oh, I need item. I need shells.
This should do it!
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Luna Rondo!
I'm out.
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take
Not
you
me?
out.
Oh, we got
You don't scare me.
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now.
Luna Rondo! Devastation!
Now you see what I can do!
Here, Mega Ray. Where are you going?
Here I come!
Glacier Spear. Here's the evil.
Here I come! Devastation!
I'll end you. Astral energy.
get it.
Say no
Well,
more!
got the dragon. Oh, it ran away. Give me the dragon sack. Oh no, it died.
You murdered my mother and father,
No,
but
let her
I'm not
handle
like
it.
you.
She got this, brother. She got the astral
Even now,
parts.
I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go.
The darkness. Let it
Honestly,
consume.
even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Yeah, where's the old... Oh. Spirit water? What's going on here? Can't swim. Guys. Oh. This...
It's that swordsman again.
You. Stab.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Oh. And you twisted it. Dang. And you threw her overboard.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Sephiroth. Brother.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Super Saiyan. Shining lightning. These fists. Oh.
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
You didn't stab him. His arm.
Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
He's a water lord. Cut this ship in half. Oh no. Did I lose Xion?
Xion!
Alvin!
No. Oh, snap.
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
How'd you use the slice? Oh, they're dead. Alphen, my dude.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Sovereign. I'm a Danon. Oh, they're winning.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
It's that
I
chick
just
from
wanted to go back.
Fate Stay Night. The
To
King
Dana.
Arthur chick.
To my home.
Save.
Alphen.
Leori.
Tries to make a dark. I came too. It's all in reference.
Alphen. Live for me.
Aw, snap.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
Didn't you get stabbed in the chest?
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
You can't wield it anyway, it hurts. Oh,
I need to find them. Better start looking.
So Halim. Alright, unequip Shion stuff. Put that on my boy. Shion. How'd you get kidnapped? Who's my buddy? Dohalim, please. I need heals.
Niori. Shion. Damn it.
I'm weak. I'm weak without my friends. Bicycle. Bicycle.
Blow away! Raining sled! Take this! Raining slash! Blow away! It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
Oh my gosh. It does nothing. I'm weakling. I need my friends.
Take this! Dragon swarm! Be still!
Oh, water attack.
No escape! Lightning thrust! Strike! Lunar rondo! Devastation!
Hit him in the head.
Take this! Be still! Take this! Devastation! Dragon swarm! Lightning throw! Not a chance! Ah!
Ah, God.
Dragon swarm!
I'm so weak.
Here I come! Lightning thrust! No escape! Devastation!
Oh my.
Here I come! Dragon swarm! Dazzle! Devastation! You're finished!
No, 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 not water spray.
Dragon swarm! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Dazzle! Take this! Lunar rondo! Devastation! Strike! Be still! I'm not done! Devastation! Strike! Dragon swarm! Be still! Devastation!
Come on, combos.
Here I cut!
Slap.
Lightning slash! Ah!
Oh, Rinwell. Oh yeah, no Helene.
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive.
You're a chump.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Nope, no one's gonna talk about my mask.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Harrows, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Getting all emo for.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Just double check. Come back here. Wow, you're weak, dude. Where's my You're scared.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep... Discourteous, aren't you?
Not on my watch!
You're mine! Dragon Form!
Lightning orb! If it hides, dispatch it out again!
Devastation!
Please now. I'll be saving this one.
Begin! No escape! Dragon Form! Stop!
Lightning orb!
Dragon Form!
Forward action, now!
Light Burst Form!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn! It's on!
Photon
Face
blast!
you! Here I come! Elusive deity! Begin! Be still! No escape! Lunar Rongo! Devastation! You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning
Devastation!
raging cascade!
With the earth! Stalagmite!
Lightning orb! Arch field! Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Can you take it?
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross!
I'm weak. I can't attack cross.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I'll get there. The fruit of hell.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Homies.
Boy, am I glad to see you safe!
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
He's gone mad.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
How do you know you're that old?
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Good point.
Kisara.
Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Talk to all party members.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
So they're just gonna finish Renwell's arc just like that and throw on Alphen's arc.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Let me talk to them. Oh. Those people on the boat.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Yeah. But I want to equip something on your face, buddy. It's a little weird. Like, your Sasuke hair doesn't look like this. There it is, Sasuke hair. Gotta cover your face with something. Looks a little weird. That chest. What up, Law homie?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
Get him, Law.
Now, I'm gonna
F
ask you
up.
this once and only once.
F
Are you
up.
serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
There you go. Good motivational speech right there.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen.
Don't worry
I believe in
about
you.
it. Fix your hair, though. Jump. Good home top. Oh, Halim.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see up?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it.
Sorry, I skipped
We
that part.
unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words
How do
can
you know
express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Tell
Back to
us.
the inn, I guess.
I want to know what you've been fighting for. Let's go, Alphen. Get your sword
Alphen!
back.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Not even smiling.
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back!
You
Now
need to fix
let's
your
do
facial
this!
expressions. Says you don't have any. Yeah. Sada, you need some more stuff, buddy.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Hey. You guys caught a huge ball of fish over there, huh? God, just chilling. Colored.
Remember,
Realize.
if the paint's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Google policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Next frickin' ducket! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. Dragon form! Damn it! It's too fast!
10 pack. I'll trip it up.
Dragon form!
Now I'm in the
Can't get out of this!
Shield and face!
Lightning thrust! Dazzle! You're mine! Eat dirt!
Playthru art!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Tear you apart!
Make it ready! Beam!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
No, ready and ready! Dragon
Going in! What now?
Farewell! Demon's descent! Flashing bang! No!
Going right
Your
in!
armor won't save you! On guard! Talon Hurricane!
Here
Eagle
goes!
Strike!
Raging confiscated!
You'll pay for that! Dragon Swarm!
Oh, Kisara.
Talon Hurricane!
Raging
Watch
cascade!
this! It's over!
Seal!
Talon Storm!
More from the
It's
side!
time! Talon Hurricane! Dragon Swarm! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I need Dopalim up in here.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt.
Realm.
I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna use law. I don't know.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we
like-
venture forth.
Yeah.
He's not strong.
Okay.
Why?
Damn.
What?
Is that so?
Okay,
Great job.
Back up the fish.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
Down with the ship.
I see.
Perhaps he
kidding.
couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Yeah. Hooty hoot.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Oh, fix my lineup. No Helene. See how Kassara goes. Fishing spot. Thunderdale.
Have you guys checked? Your equipment lately? Let's see what's out there. If Alpha's still weak, then I can tag him out with Law. Golly. Yowdy.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot,
Humidity.
but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Hey, little.
Gotta break through! Eat dirt! Look shot! Begin! Light Tiger Blade! Now or never!
If they rush
In a
you,
bind?
you gotta jump for cover, okay?
On guard! Take this! Tiger Blade! You're finished! I'll blind you with a shot! Here I come! Elusive deity! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Claw! Now!
Slash.
This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready! Kithara frozen!
Hammer!
Not too bad, I guess.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. we go?
Bang. Bang.
I'll catch something bigger next time.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Done.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Out of my way!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here goes!
Dragon Swarm! I'm not done!
Hitting pile
Dragon Swarm!
Are those arms even natural?
Now you see what I can do!
Here
Elusive deity!
I'll be saving
Hitting
You're
pile
mine! Dragon Swarm!
Too fast! Elusive stand back! I'll trip it up! Hitting pile
here.
Going in! Elusive deity!
It's over!
This one's
Hitting
mine!
pile driver!
Going in.
Now we're not...
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Damn ground, dude.
Elusive deity!
I'm gone!
More with that
Hitting pile driver!
Tiger
Shine!
blade!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancium.
Go no further!
Radiant light!
Ah, gosh.
It's on!
Lightning orb!
Oh,
Dragon Swarm!
I'll take out the lid with my shield!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll be saving
Dragon
this
Swarm!
Flaming meteor!
magic lamp!
Benediction light.
Take this!
Anything in armor is okay!
I'll be saving
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I'm dead.
From beyond, imbue this
lightning
banquet!
orb! More with that way!
Imbue the prepare to
In
be
here.
sealed!
I'll be
Take
saving
this.
That's it!
Elusive deity! Hitting pile driver!
Dragon Swarm!
Benediction
Torn
light.
up!
Now!
You're finished!
Heal! The
Dang
power
it.
of light! Alright, let me at him!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning orb! More with that
Make it rain!
Now!
lightning orb!
Radiant
Going in!
light! Of regeneration!
Dragon Swarm!
Regenerate!
Allow me to
More
help
for the
you.
stockpile!
Hila's
Bad
still
guys
healing.
really don't mess around.
Left.
Let's see what you've got.
You picked the wrong fight!
Allow me to
Dragon
help
Swarm!
More for the stockpile!
Resonate with the earth! Save you! Stalagmite!
Supernova!
One more!
Target blade!
Resonate with the earth!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
You're finished!
Thunder field!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
One more!
Tiger blade!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
In here!
Hitting pile driver!
I'm gone!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Little help!
Torn up! I'm not done!
Field!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be saving this one!
Rupture!
I'm
Be
gone!
still! Struck! Eat dirt!
Lightning orb! More with that
I can carve through armor!
Here goes!
I'm gone!
I'm not done!
One more!
I'll be saving this one!
Here I come! It's over! Try harder! My turn! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Raging Cascade!
I got you!
In here!
You're mine! Lunarogo!
This one!
Lunarogo!
Tiger blade!
Take
Lightning orb!
Dragon Form! I'm nearly done for. It's this it?
Come on! You come beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation! Going in! Raging cascade!
Not done yet!
Now! Going in! The stockpile!
Try harder!
Oh, I just feel very...
We did it!
More with that
Dragon Form!
Hit!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Demon's descent!
Flashing fang!
severely underleveled.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I'll do my best!
Radiant light!
In a bind?
Aw,
Too shy to come over?
Resonate with the earth! You're mine!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm ready to go! Dragon Form! Eat dirt!
Shine!
Radiant Dragon Form! Of
I was getting
regeneration!
pet, dude.
Regenerate! Allow me to help you.
Thunder field! Light after raging cascade! Sleep now!
Dragon Form! My turn!
Stockpile!
Dragon Form! Heal!
Tiger Blast! Burn! More where that came from! Raging cascade! Heal! Tiger Blast!
Front!
More where that came from! Here's the raging cascade! Here!
Dragon Cow!
In here!
I don't have much left.
The stockpile!
You're mine!
Look sharp. That's
In
it.
here!
Tiger Blade.
Anything in
I'm
order!
trying. Far enough.
Dragon Form!
More where that came from!
Tiger Blade.
Shine!
Make it rain.
Here! Kikara! Frozen!
Make it rain.
Hammer.
These guys just become sponges.
I can feel my power growing!
9.
What's this thing?
Got fast travel, gotta heal.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Gotta sleep, gotta equip some weapon. We gotta buy that orange. Oh. I take it all.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Go no further!
This one's all mine!
Did you see this coming? Here's
Take
the
it!
roll!
I'll round you with a
Oh.
In
Dragon
here!
Form! Now or never!
I'll be saving
No
this one.
further! Elusive deity!
Lightning orb!
Eagle Ray! Smash you!
Raging cascade!
Begin! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
Light astral
Oh, like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Light astral raging cascade!
Shield and face.
Elusive deity!
More for the stockpile!
Be still! Thanks!
Here's
Lightning orb!
Blew away!
More of that came from
Dragon Form!
Sleep now!
Great!
More for the stockpile!
Dragon Form!
We managed to pull through.
Sorry, for a shield, you're getting pets.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
I'll do my best.
Raging
Ah! Lunar Rumble! Elusive deity!
Sleep now!
Rotating pile driver!
I'll be saving this one!
Look sharp! Lunar Rumble!
I shall steal you where you stand.
Supernova! You picked the wrong fight! Shattering the pieces! Attack time! Now I see what I can do! Luna Rondo! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Eagle Rage!
Looks like we got them all. Seriously? Is this a joke?
No further!
Going in. That's it. Tiger Blade.
Oh, can't dodge.
Sleep
Force
now.
of regeneration!
I'll be
Regenerate!
saving you. On guard. Take
Don't
this.
suffer in
Tiger Blade. Now.
Luna Rondo!
More for the top pile.
Dragon Form!
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
Luna Rondo!
This one's mine. Heal.
Heal! Try harder! My turn!
More for the top pile.
You're mine!
This one's
Luna
mine. Going
Luna
in here.
Rondo!
Flaming meteor. More for the top pile. Your wonders of magic. I'll take you all on. Ha!
Neggish.
Flare the Molotov.
Shine!
Ready to go.
Radiant light!
Lightning
Force of
orb.
regeneration!
More where that came from. This one's mine. Make it break.
I owe you one.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Tiger Blade.
No odds of being interrupted.
Brinwell. It's nothing. I'm all right.
I can carve through armor.
Astral energy.
Luna Rondo!
This one's mine. Thanks. Just what I needed.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my
Time to
shield's
let it
for.
rip!
Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Luna Rondo! Can you take this one's all mine? Shine! Devastation! Devastation! Don't suffer inside fear!
I'm ready to go. Thunder Field.
Devastation!
You
can't get out of... I'm ready!
One more. Tiger Blade. Far enough. In here.
You're mine! Force of regeneration! Luna Rondo! Regenerate! Let us take to the fray!
Put up. One more. Sleep now. Tiger Blade. Ready to go.
Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Dragon
Appreciate the help.
Sorry.
Suffer in silence.
I don't know. Right?
Onward and upward.
Probably do the same thing as Law. Climb.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Eat dirt! Can you take it?
Oh my, I missed.
Tempest!
Field. Light up the dark. More for the dark. Let me at him. Shining supernova.
Now you see what I can do!
Time to shine. More where that came from.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah!
Thunder Field.
To me!
Raging cascade.
Dragon Swarm! Does it hurt?
More for the dark.
Elusive deity!
Magic is hand. Sleep now.
Luna Rondo!
Blah blah blah. Field.
Elusive deity!
More for the dark.
Make it rain.
Kisara frozen.
Hammer. Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Oh, our CP is low. Campfire on the left.
That's far enough.
Devastation! Take this!
Raging cascade. Sleep now. Going
Dragon
in.
Swarm! Light.
More where that came from.
Heal! Let us take to the
Thunder
fray!
Field.
Try harder! Dragon Cow!
You picked the wrong fight!
No chance!
Lunar Rondo!
Regeneration! Regenerate!
Take this! One more! Target defeated!
Lunar Rondo! Resonate with the earth!
Make it rain!
Now!
Not beyond fury!
On guard!
You're mine!
This one's mine! Lightning orb!
Force of
Tornado blade!
Resonate with the earth!
Raining
Going in! One more! Tiger blade!
Flew away!
I'm on a roll!
It's on!
This one's mine! I'll be sick.
Hopefully. Get that.
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
I did love.
Along? What do you want to do with them?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then?
My body seems to be doing okay. Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Yeah, Rinwell.
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone!
Night. Hoodle hoodle.
Another day, another Gald.
Wrench. Is she? There. Nice.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You picked the wrong fight! Lunar Rondo! Devastation!
I'll smash you! I'll grind you into dust! On guard! That's it! Tiger Blade!
Try my turn!
Take this!
It's over!
And well.
I couldn't make it in time.
Far enough!
Make it right! In an instant! Impact block! No,
Imbue
Dragon
this
Form!
soul with life! Tiger Blade!
I've still got some fight left in me.
This one's all mine!
In here!
Lunar Rondo!
I'll be saving this one.
You're mine!
Thunder Field!
Tiger Blade!
More with
You're mine!
Tiger Deity!
Raining
These bad guys really don't mess around.
Hi, Hoodle!
Eat dirt!
Light Astro
Lunar Rondo!
Benediction light.
Field!
Devastation!
I'll smash
you!
Lunar
You
Rondo!
made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Shine.
This one's mine.
Shine. Radiant light.
Please return me.
You're finished! Dragon Form!
Appreciate the help!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Dragon Form!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade!
Rending you apart.
Sleep now.
we're not.
Make it
I
rain!
think you perform.
This one's
More
mine!
for the top right. Frozen!
Bloody hell.
Hammer!
Onward and upward.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Lunar Rondo!
Going in!
Can you take it? Devastation!
Take this one!
Tiger Blade!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
Dragon Form! Eat dirt!
Shattering of pieces!
Attack Supernova!
Dragon Form!
In a bind.
Make it rain!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
My turn!
Photon! Raging Cascade!
Does it hurt?
Field!
Devastation!
I'll be saving this time to start!
Here I come!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
My turn!
Here's
Take
the-
this!
More where that came from!
Dragon Form!
Look sharp!
Light
Make it
Astro!
rain!
Raging Cascade!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Raging
No, you
Cascade! Field!
This one's all mine!
Take this.
I'll be saving
Dragon
this
Form!
Now you see what I can do.
Make it rain!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Let's see what you've got.
Eat dirt!
Far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
Flaming meteor!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade!
Elusive deity.
Field!
Lewis!
I'll be saving this one!
Piercing roar!
Regenerate!
You're mine! You're finished!
Orb Field!
Take this! Thanks!
Field! I'll be saving this
Try
one!
harder! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
And well.
Great! Next, not a chance!
Confiscated!
Take it! Elusive deity! Dragon swarm! Rotating pile driver! Flaming thrust! This one's all mine!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Not a chance!
Slice.
Lunar Rondo! Take this! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! Soaring blast! No further! I'm ready!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Don't get careless.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
See that?
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
There's a way.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
After we get Shion back.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Lunar Rondo! I can carve through all flaming meteor!
Supernova!
I can handle it! Pile driver! Far enough! I'll face you!
This one's mine!
Devastating pile driver! You're mine!
Look sharp!
Take this! Too fast!
Stand back.
Eat dirt!
I'll trip it up.
Now!
Swing left! Light burst forward!
Radiant Genesis!
Not a chance! Lunar Rondo!
Resonate with the earth!
Sphere!
Make it red!
Feel frozen!
Hammer!
Could have been worse.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion?
Us.
She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, they... Oh, there it is.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Yep.
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec.
Presumptuous girl.
You said the mask was to placate
Know
you, right?
what I mean?
To keep your guilt and rage in check?
That's a
And
whole
you were
song,
wearing
sorry.
it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
Scientists, are we?
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned, but if you don't rest...
Boss time, boss time. Maybe I should fight with Law. She got a black dress on? How'd you make a change?
alone? I'm all alone.
He can't feel pain.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. but lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because, you know me, I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah, but still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
I should equip some of this and fight the bosses. Light damage. What is light?
Have you guys checked?
Those lights. You do dark. Oh, light straight. So light damage, air drop, distance. Sensation.
Your equipment lately?
Is it the boss? No, it's another tunnel. Then Tunnel Tunnel.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers.
Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear, right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Let's see if Ring doesn't just fight somebody.
Discourteous, aren't you? Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Art expert, come through! It's a duel of the arts!
Oh.
Soaring light spear!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Magic is in!
Dragon form!
In here! Get on it now, the others!
I'm ready!
Law!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang! My turn! Dragon form!
Please power your way! Let's get you all tucked away!
You picked the wrong fight!
Dragon form!
I'm ready!
Law!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Laser!
Check it! Rending you apart! Bloody howling!
Now!
Resonate with the earth!
Frozen!
Hammer!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Alright. Gonna see what I can make and then we'll finish this tomorrow. Take power.
Finally, some open space again. You guys want to rest here?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? Everything's going pretty well so far. You should get some shut-eye.
Alright, I will. Alright, GG everyone. I'll see you
All right,
guys
guys.
in the next stream.
Ready to go?